She's like, give me that shit.
Dang.
Give me your arm. Welcome back to another episode of Blerd Up Reacts, where we watch and react to the latest and greatest in movie, TV, and gaming. Of course, we are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
And we're back with another episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
The last episode, we saw Zemo kind of get broken out of jail. He kind of did his thizzle in the club. You know, that was kind of cool. Shout out to Marvel. They acted quick with the release the Zemo cut.
Sure did. I have not watched it yet. It's like an hour long, but I'm just like, yo, I can't believe this even happened. This is the greatest thing ever.
I think it's just a loop. Actually.
No, actually, because the actor Daniel Bruhl, said he did more dances than that, but it was cut in the episode for time. So there's more There's supposedly supposed to be more of his dancing, and not just the, but it's more of his dancing on the an hour long version of it on the video. So again, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm just like, yo, the fact that y'all even have this is like awesome.
Yeah, like totally. Between him and Sharon Carter, I was just happy with that episode. And then of course, Io popped up. The whole episode we have been saying, look, we need a Dora, we need Wakanda to come represent, and then at the end of the episode, boom, there she goes. And I'm like, that's that. Yeah.
Warms my heart in other parts. No, no, but that's why I'm super excited to jump into this next episode, because that small part that they gave us to the end made me so hyped for this week's episode. Like, I'm so ready to find out what happens with Io and see if she's got, if there's other Dora Milaje. I'm sorry, I can't even talk. There's other if there's more.
Girl.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I love Black Panther. I love the Dora. Sorry.
The Dora Milaje. Yeah. Dora Milaje. Anyway, but yeah, we're really kind of approaching the end here. There's only 2 more episodes after this episode. So it's like, I'm expecting this shit to be like, womp, womp. Let's get it popping. So before we jump into this episode, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking and subscribing to our channel. Of course, those likes, those views, specifically with the Falcon and Winter Soldier and with Invincible, that is what's keeping us growing, basically. Your likes, your views, drop it down in the comments. All of that is just the best way to support us. It helps get our videos out to more people. And again, it just helps us grow. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for that support. And if you are new to this channel, just running across this, please make sure you do hit us with a like if you are enjoying the content. And if you want to stay up to date with this series and other reactions, please make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
One more thing before we go into this episode. I feel like every now and then we have to say it. You guys, this is a reaction video. Which means we are reacting to the highlights of the episode. You are not going to see everything from the episode in this final cut of the video. Also, we do have to put a filter on the content. YouTube is really cracking down on copyright right now. We've tried the watermark. We've tried transparent video. We've tried this filter, and the filter is the only thing that's keeping our videos from being blocked, which is why sometimes you guys don't see this video until like Monday morning. So if this bothers you, I'm so sorry, but the alternative is we don't react to this show. And that would make me sad. So, all right. Serious shit over. Let's jump into it. Falcon Winter Soldier episode 4.
Let's go. You ready?
All right. What we got? What we got?
I hear them Wakandan drums.
Wakanda. 6 years ago.
Sure about this?
I won't let you hurt anyone.
Oh, she's triggering. She's doing the trigger.
It's Nazis.
It's not gonna work.
Oof, that struggle must be just like, unbearable. Worked.
That's what a black woman to do for you.
How could you free him?
I'm grateful for everything you and Sherry have
Zemo
done.
murdered our king T'Chaka, the man who chose us, who chose me to protect him.
I understand.
Very little, if anything, of our loss and our shame.
Don't be trying to tell me you understand.
Then we come for him.
Give me my shit.
Beats.
Ooh, the way she was walking too, like, I mean, business.
Right.
Like today.
Move
8 hours.
Be moved.
Right.
Karli bombed a GRC supply depot.
What? What's the damage?
11 injured, 3 dead.
She's a supremacist. She will escalate until you kill her. Or she kills you.
The serum never corrupted Steve.
But there has never been another Steve Rogers, has there?
Danya is like a pillar of the community. So when I was a kid, my TT...
Don't try it, Bucky.
Who is your TT?
My aunt passed away. And the entire neighborhood got together for a ceremony. Maybe they're doing the same thing for Danya.
Worth a shot.
Uh-oh, Zemo finna go.
Why is he being so creepy?
He's got the candy.
Yes.
He's got the Turkish delight.
Turkish delight was always my
It's a
son's
strange man with candy, girl. We learned about this when we're how old?
My old friend, Donya, passed away. Did you know her?
Yes.
I would like to pay my last respects. Do you know where her funeral will be?
It's starting to feel like a dead end.
The hell is he doing?
Do you see these men there? They're very bad, not to be trusted. Donya is our little secret, okay? Cute kids.
We found the camp. Zemo found out the funeral is later today, but he's holding us hostage with the information.
So you don't want to go into this blind?
I know I owe you already, but we could use a trustworthy set of eyes. You got any more tricks in your bag?
I may or may not have access to a satellite or two. Let me see what I can do.
Thank you.
Hey, Sam. If Karli disappears, we're not going to find that serum until it's too late. Power broker went apeshit when he heard about Nagel. Bad report's about to get real nasty.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Just find Karli.
Were those men Sharon's men? She just walking through like blocks and everything, people back like machine guns and stuff.
She's legit. We know she's legit, dude.
Ah, how'd you find us now?
Come on, man. You really think two Avengers can walk around Latvia without drawing attention? No more keeping us in the dark.
All we know is it's a memorial, so we're going to intercept her there.
All right, good. We'll move in fast. Take her by surprise.
No, I want to talk to her alone.
Yeah, this ain't your operation.
She's vulnerable. If there's any time to reason with her, it's now.
No, stop. Okay, I think we're way past reasoning with her.
If you can talk her down, might be worth a try.
It's better than what you got, John. Just little brother follow big brother. Dang.
Right.
Like a lot of you here, Mama Donya saved me. She clothed me, fed me. She taught me that we have to do for each other because they won't. So live accordingly.
I feel what she's saying, but the things that she's doing.
It's not even that. Like, at the end of the day, I'll save it for after. Because my problem with this bullshit is, it's not just you and who you consider to be your people. And I'm pretty sure this shit isn't universal, so.
Saw you back there.
I came alone. I just want to talk.
Bold of you.
I understand your frustration.
So you want me to stop because people are getting hurt, right?
Karli Morganthau, you're under arrest.
What the fuck? Karli, I'm not even mad at you. Kill him. She gonna run into Zemo? Yeah. He's not gonna let you get them vials, sis.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh. This.
He's gonna take one. He's gonna get one.
There you go.
He's been jealous this whole time. That's what he wanted.
What'd we miss?
Girl, the power broker gonna be after you. Look.
Oh, for sure. After now, all the vials are Dunsky.
Something's not right about Walker.
You don't say.
I know crazy when I see one.
Let's go. I'm now ordering you to turn him over.
Shield or no shield, the only thing you're running in here is your mouth. Should I put down the shield?
Come get you some. Boy, Sam will tear you.
Thank you.
Oh! Yo!
Release him to us now.
Hi, John Walker. The Dora Milaje don't have jurisdiction.
The Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be.
I think we got off the wrong foot.
Don't you? Yes. Yes, honey.
Oh.
Yes.
We should do something.
He getting this butt beat.
All right, let's talk about this.
Bucky, that was disrespectful. Ooh.
Woo!
Busted dumb you, James.
Oh.
She said, give me that shit.
Dang.
Give me your arm.
Give me this shield.
Right.
Leave it.
Oh, no.
They're leaving it for Sam.
Did you know they could do that?
No.
You're right, man.
They weren't even super soldiers.
Right.
Hello?
Hello, is this Sarah?
Yeah, who's this?
Girl.
My name is Karli Morganthau.
You're the leader of the Flag Smashers. Is there a reason you're calling me?
I'm trying to figure out if I need to kill your brother. I got the impression that he and I had some things in common, but then it turns out he's working for your new Captain America.
My brother is not working for that man.
I need to meet with Sam, alone.
Why me?
Because he needs to know that I'm serious.
I can always meet with you and AJ and Lil Cass there.
Too far.
That was way too far. I wish that bitch would.
I know.
You be like, where you going? I'll be on the plane. I'll be back.
Karli! You call my sister? That's how we gonna play this?
I would never hurt her. I just wanted to understand you better.
You have to end this now.
I don't want to hurt you. I was going to ask you to join me.
Hello, John Walker. Hey, Sam. New cap is moving. Looks like he's found them.
It's Walker.
I feel like Lamar should have stayed back.
Right.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Did he take it? He took it.
Yep.
What'd you do?
They've got Lamar.
Ooh. All right.
Ooh. His back broke.
I knew it. I knew it.
Is he dead or is he just broken?
Hey, Lamar.
Shit.
Ooh, y'all better run.
Mm-hmm.
Where is she?
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
That's the end of that. Look.
Yo.
Public relations nightmare.
And everybody videoing it. Made him worse. The serum made him worse. Not everybody is Steve Rogers, man. Not everybody can handle that pressure.
Wow. Was that not epic?
It was a very epic episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Maybe even the best thing I've seen in Marvel for a while now.
Listen, you know, the biggest thing for me was like the Dora coming up in there. First of all, let me tell y'all about the Dora. Came up in there, gang, like a motherfucker. They was like,
right.
Mo, when he put his hand on her shoulder, I was like, you don't touch me. You don't touch her like that. You don't have the right to touch her. Like, don't do that. And he was like, well, the Dora Milaje doesn't have jurisdiction here. And she was like, the Dora Milaje has jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje may find themselves. I was like,
right.
And they gave him a good old ass whooping, had him like getting ready to cry at the end. They not even super soldiers.
Right. Right. Like that, the way that they came up in here was like, first of all, because I was like, aren't the 8 hours up yet? Because I was getting so sick and tired of him. I was getting so sick and tired of his whining, his messing up stuff. And like, just then when we get that Dora Milaje scene, I'm just like, okay, this is about to be something good.
Yeah, I was totally there. And sorry guys, you might notice that we look a little bit different from the reaction. So here's what happened. We did a live chat with the Silver Site last minute on Friday, which kind of, it didn't knock us off, but usually by that time I've started editing, and by the time I started editing, I noticed we had an audio issue at the end of the video. So we're just basically refilming that portion for you. So but that shit was funny when Okoye did like the 5-punch finger.
Oh yeah,
his
Io. Yeah, yeah, because that at that point, because you can even hear Bucky say it at the end, or like Sam asked, "Did you know it could do that?" And he was like, "No." Like he was just like, "Oh,
my arm."
Yeah, and I think Io even says something like "Bast damn James," which is like Bast, their Wakandan god, which was just like like you could feel like the disrespect between them two, like in that scene and the very beginning of this episode, because we actually start off in Wakanda where Io's trying to rid Bucky of that whole
Winter Soldier programming.
Winter Soldier programming. So I like that they gave us that at the very beginning of the episode to explain kind of their relationship, and then transition to that like in the very next scene, because I think Io says at the end of that scene like you're free, basically, to Bucky. And then we go right to the next scene where she's like, how dare you free Zemo? He killed T'Chaka, like we've done all these things for you. Like the disrespect is real. That's basically what she was saying in that whole scene. Like the disrespect is real, bro. Like how dare you,
It added another layer of disrespect. It was all fun and games. We were like, he broke Zemo out, until you start to understand like she was his handler. Like he wouldn't be okay if it wasn't for Io,
Right.
So there's that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was almost like, how do I want to say it? Yo, she's just the shit. That's all I'm going to say, because
that whole scene,
they wore them out. Like, and granted, Bucky, Sam, they're all basically, I don't want to say family, but there's a sense of camaraderie between them. So their little fight, they wasn't fighting to kill. They was just fighting to be like, stay out of my way. But when it came to Walker and Marmar, they was going in for the kill, dude.
Yeah. They was like, move out and move or you will be moved, basically. But I thought it was still funny that like, because at first Sam and Bucky were like, should we help? Like, and Bucky's like, looking strong, John. And then they're like, okay, let's break this up. Right. And so it gets to a point where Bucky's like, Io, come on now. Like, let's just talk this through. It's just like, boom, 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 get back, It even happens to Sam is like, all right, y'all chill out. Let's talk about this. And like, he gets that spear action from the other Dora Milaje. So they were not coming up in there to play. Like,
but you know what? Here's what that scene kind of taught me, because at the end of the day, like I said, Because Sam even says, like, hey, yo, Walker, you'd be better off fighting Bucky than a Dora Milaje.
Right.
And he's just like, da, da, da. But that's how he is. He doesn't have the level of diplomacy that the other Avengers or Steve Rogers has. You know, they would never come up in there and box Steve Rogers like that, you know,
Right.
because they wouldn't be in the position where they are now had Steve still been there. But like you said, since the inception of this show, I need Wakanda to come back and get that shield. Now, granted, they came to get Zemo, but they was finna take that shield too, because why? That's what they do. Anything that's vibranium, they don't care who got it. If they see it, they typically take it and they take it back to Wakanda. But Io told her to leave it there because, in my opinion, she was like, Sam is the next Captain America, and it don't do us no good to take it now. Then we're just going to give it to him later. So let them figure that bullshit out. We'll come back for it if it doesn't end up that way.
Yeah, but it could have easily gone that way where they would have taken the shield. And since Bucky's arm was off, they could have put that in the case too. It was like, y'all playing right now. Right. Since y'all want to play, let me take this vibranium back. Yeah. But yeah, I did say that I wanted them from the inception of this episode. When I saw that they gave that shield to John Walker, I felt like Wakanda was like, oh, hell no, let's go and scoop that up like right now, today. Yeah.
So that has to be one of my, and this is a tough call too. That has to be one of my favorite fight scenes in this show, but probably in the MCU also. That shit was lit.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I've watched it several times. Just that scene alone, I have like rewounded. And I'm like, it gets me every time.
Well, homegirl flipped up in the air and spun around. Like, I was like, yes.
Yes. But also, let's talk about real quick because in the last episode, we get Karli, blowing up, the GRC people in the building. So in this episode, we actually hear as a result of that, the government has introduced this patched act or put into what is the word I'm looking for, into action, I guess, this patch act, which is actually, it's not helping Karli's supporters. It's not helping Karli's, what am I trying to say here? Her cause, basically. So I know there was a lot of points or some points in this episode where, Sam was trying to kind of talk her down a little bit and say, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I just don't agree where you're, how you're doing these things. Let me help you. At this point, I feel, including the end of this episode, every choice that Karli has made recently has hurt her supporters, her cause, the main thing that she's trying to go after, because now the patch act's in effect, which is not clearing up the border situation like she wanted. It actually strengthens the borders. She's got this, John Walker, Captain America, coming after her now, a very psychotic John Walker coming after her now, again, helping your cause and not helping your cause and not helping your supporters. She just needs to fall back at this. I think she just needs to fall back at this point and just be like, yo, Sam, I need help. Like, teach me how to do this in a way where I can actually get stuff done without having these consequences at this point. Because I feel like every step that she has taken so far, she thinks it's for the good of her people, but then we find out later that, nah, you done messed up because you're making things worse.
Yeah. And I mean, Zemo says, and guys, everybody talks a lot of shit about Zemo, but here's the thing about Zemo. You can trust him to be Zemo, number one. Number two, his thoughts about the super soldier serum are not wrong. He likened her to a supremacist. And at the end of the day, how does supremacy typically start? It starts with a good intention, but then it escalates into something bigger, And with Karli, she does not have the understanding of how the world really works, nor does she have the maturity required to execute such a villainous plan. She's basically light work at this point. So all this time she's been running around thinking that she's really doing something. she's done nothing but, like you said, hurt her cause and create enemies. Because now not only do you have Falcon and Winter Soldier, who are the least of your worries, you got the Power Broker and you've got USA Wonder Bread over there coming after you. And I think by the end of this episode, it finally got real for her, because up to this point, she's thought she's been the baddest thing in the world. And now she knows that's not true. Like, your super soldier serum doesn't do anything for you against another super soldier.
Right.
You know?
And and that's just another thing that she did something to hurt herself and her cause. I was going to say, on top of that, you know, creating the monster that they pretty much have. And I mean, they didn't actually create him. He was already kind of psychotic at first, I think, anyways. But adding on to that, you done threatened Sam's family. He was the only person trying to help you, and you go and threaten his family. Like, again, you thought it was this big power move to like try to get them to split up, and, you know, I'm gonna kill Captain America, and this is how I'm gonna do it. But no, you just basically made an enemy out of the one person that was actually trying to help you. So again, take a step back. You know, I know, again, I agree with, you know, everybody should be taken care of. You know, Sam agrees with that, but just like take a step back, like change it up. The steps that you have taken so far have not helped you. Switch it up. You got to switch it up. You got to.
And that goes back to the immaturity and the lack of diplomacy with her and with John Walker, because Sam didn't come at her with that energy. She pulled out a big gun and she did not have a reason to. So it's just kind of like, what are you doing? Like, you do know that this man will kill you over his sister and nephews, you know? And I'm of the mindset, like, has she did that and that was you, I don't care what you want to talk about now. I don't care if you feel like you can trust me or not. I'm going to get close to you and I'm going to end you. And that's it. That's the end of that discussion. But shoot, by the end of the episode, we see Lamar gets hurt. Everybody thinks he's dead. I don't think he's dead. I think he's broken, like Rhodey was by the end of Civil War. That's what I think is it. I don't think he's dead.
I would like to hope that is the case. He looked pretty dead at the end of the episode, but I hope that they would not waste a character or an African American character that just for a couple of episodes of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I actually liked his character. I liked Lamar Hoskins. He was actually the voice of reason for John Walker. You actually see in this episode where, you know, Sam is like, hold on, let me go alone. Let me talk to Karli. And John's like, no, forget that. But then Battlestar Lamar is like, hold on. He might have, you know, a point.
Right,
just
a point.
And talk. Yeah. So like, I actually was getting used to his character. I liked his character. He wasn't as psychotic as John Walker was. And I was like, to be honest, I was like, as long as he has Lamar, he'll be all right. But there were some scenes in this episode where I felt like, yo, they showing too much of Lamar. And I knew something was going to happen. Yeah.
And the reason I'm holding out hope also because the Power Broker is still in play, and in the comic books, both Walker and Battlestar get powers from the Power Broker. So maybe that's how they fix him. I'd hate to see his character go, but if it does, I'm not that heartbroken about it. You know, as long as my Sam is still there, because Sam is my dude. Bucky is my dude. I know ain't nothing happening with the Doras, you know, them my people also. So
I was gonna say I like Sam, but I was just getting used to Mar. You know, he was, you know.
We'll see what happens with him.
Let's. I'm sorry. Before you say that, I actually want to go into the two different conversations that we have in this episode.
That's where I was going.
Okay, cool. So one with Sam and Zemo, and another with Lamar and John Walker about would they take the serum. So Sam and Zemo's conversation. Sam's without hesitation when Zemo asked, "Would he take the super soldier serum?" No. And in the conversation between John Walker and Lamar Hoskins, same question. but I think John Walker asked it to Lamar, would you take the super soldier serum? Hell yeah.
Right.
and he goes, and he actually says a line that goes back to the first Captain America. The serum only makes a person even more of what they are. Mm-hmm. But what we have learned from John Walker is that he's a soldier. Mm-hmm. He has been given these tasks and told in there to go and complete his task, no questions asked. He's always been that soldier mentality of, I've been given a mission, I've got to complete that mission, no matter who it hurts, what it hurts, how, whatever. Mm-hmm. And that, I think that is what we're going to see more of now that he has taken that super soldier serum. Sam, on the other hand, we actually see that he's like, okay, not every situation is a situation where I'm going to go in guns blazing. Mm-hmm. I've got to go in, feel the room out a little bit, and then take the best action based upon that. Right. So even though Sam says he wouldn't take the super soldier serum, we see from just those two differences that he is the better man to be mm-hmm. that captain, to fill that Captain America role, because he knows how to move and operate a little bit smoother than psycho soldier John Walker.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Sam does not need a super soldier to compete, a super soldier mm-hmm. serum to compete. Yeah. Again, let's get real here about what happened in this episode. Again, today, raise your hand if you fought Thanos. So the fact that Walker had the audacity to think that he was about to go up against the Doras like he did mm-hmm. just goes to show you how wet behind the ears he is. Yeah, you've got accomplishments, you've got medals, but you don't have that experience where you're facing the other. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you just don't. So that drove him, like, and honestly, I feel like this has been brewing since this season started. He wasn't anxious to get in that room to fight Karli. He wanted that damn serum. Yeah. He was trying to get his hands on that damn serum. He got it. The last fight, went off the rails. Mar got hurt, but he killed that flag smasher. And again, I think that put Karli, it put her like on notice, like, okay, shit, maybe because she ran. She was like scared.
Yeah, it was a horrifying thing, whether you were actually there in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode, or if you were watching, on Disney Plus. It was a horrifying scene where you finally saw that crack with Lamar being hurt, killed, whatever he is. You finally saw that John Walker crack, fully psychotic, like, I'm gonna kill. And how dare he? Like, I think everybody kind of felt the same way. Like, how dare he get blood on the Captain America shield like that? Mm-hmm. Like, yo.
Yeah. But immediately at that point, I went into Stillwell mode. Like, shit, now I gotta clean this shit up. Everybody filming and shit. Damn. Like, but you made a good point, and we were both like in agreement. Like, they've set Karli up to be a terrorist. So mm-hmm. the story is going to be John Walker defeats terrorists. That's
right.
it.
Right. That last episode in this that last scene in this episode it's very similar to actually what's going on today in real life. There's mm-hmm. a court case. I'm not going to talk about it much, but it was very similar to what's going on in real life today. So I feel like in the next episode, there's not going to be like, oh, he can't be Captain America anymore. Take that shield away. I feel like it's going to be, he's Captain America killing a terrorist. Heck yeah, that's what he's going to do. I mean, what did you guys expect? He's just doing his job,
Right.
So I feel like there could be something like that coming in the next episode. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. And that kind of harkened back to, again, with the Doras. At the end of the day, homie, they're doing their job. You're getting in their way. You're getting their way. And I just love how they was with the shits and so unapologetic for it. They're like, no, we here. This is what we here to do. And introducing yourself as Captain America. Like, we knew Steve Rogers. That don't mean shit to us. Look, we already don't like you for that reason. Like,
yeah, because that's what he thinks he can do. John Walker thinks he can walk into any room and be like, "Hi, I'm Captain America, John Walker," and you know, people are just gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, Captain America! Oh my gosh, I give up," or you know, it's not gonna be like that, bro. Like, I don't know who told you it was gonna be like that, but they lied to you. Like, it's no,
dude. The women been throwing out ass whoopings this season. They've been throwing out some ass whoopings. Dora, Sharon, look, Karli at the beginning.
Karli, yeah. Yeah, I'm loving it. Loving it, absolutely.
Definitely. Can't wait to episode. Oh my gosh, it's almost over. We only have 2 more episodes left.
No!
And then we get a break before we jump into Loki. But again, super excited to see where we end up. I'm fully expecting Sam to end up with the shield by the last episode. So
well, we see it. Yeah.
I don't know now. They do some funny shit with Marvel sometimes.
You know what? That's absolutely right. You'd be like, where was that scene I saw in the trailer? I'll pay that for the trailer. It's not really
right. They like the troll us. So, but anyway, what did you guys think of this episode? Drop down in the comments and let us know. Until next time, we are your host. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
We'll see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reacts.
Thanks, guys.